Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So the Gears of War multiplayer beta has been going on for the past 2 weekends, and I put some time into it. I gotta say, things are looking really good for Gears of War multiplayer because I played both versus and PvE, the new Horde Siege. So let's talk about it. Let's first start off with the versus section, which is PvP. I've never really been a PvP guy when it comes to Gears of War, but even I could say though, I had a pretty good time playing this mode. So you're looking at here is the Conquest. So it was Conquest and Team Deathmatch from what I've seen. When it comes to like voting and matchmaking, from what I've seen. So, and I gotta say, despite I'm not that great at it, but even I got some decent kills, so which is pretty nice, especially for someone who's such a noob at PvP when it comes to the Gears franchise. But even I know about the whole wall balancing thing, which is kind of funny because one of the creators of Gears of War, he's always said that wasn't intended to be the meta, but it ended up being that anyways. Cliff. So it was. I know you weren't intending it to be, but it just like every Gears game has been this way for whatever reason. So now I've seen some discussion online about the Lancer being buffed in weekend two compared to the first weekend. I like the change, but I've definitely seen some people being upset about it. So I want to kind of throw it out there. So I mean, because the Nasher has always been like really powerful. Like it's absurd, like where it's become the meta in the Gears community when it comes to PvP. It's kind of annoying to have just like a one gun meta. It's pretty annoying, don't. So I can see it going either way. It just depends on what Coalition decides to do in the full game, and obviously post launch too, because this game is going to have some form of live service aspect. But they talked about it like where you could just earn everything just by playing the game, as a video game should be. So another Xbox studio should definitely take some notes. Halo. So yeah, very good. I say very good, and performance, at least for this section of the Gears of War beta, has been pretty rock solid across the board. So which is pretty darn nice. So in the new sprinting, it definitely took some getting used to because of the whole ruddy run. Because I played every Gears game in this franchise, so it was definitely very different to see the ruddy run essentially being gone because has been such a core thing with Gears. So it's very weird to see it gone. But enough with PvP. Let's get into the next section of this video, which is Horde Siege. Okay, how this new Horde mode works, where it's basically like 3 teams of 4. So hence why the whole 12 players thing. Now, like you'll occasionally like kind of run into each other. So basically there's the typical, just holding out against, the locusts, but there's also side objectives you can do where you can actually earn rewards through it, such as, weapon parts or squad perks, you name it. So you kind of get the whole idea, right? So I've definitely played quite a bit. I'll admit I played Horde Siege more than Versus, to be honest with you. So I mean, I do like it. There's like 3 essentially sub modes of Horde Siege, like where there's Blitz, which is the shorter rounds, like where you have like other mission objectives. There's the Siege, which is the standard one, and then there's also the whole Horde, where basically you kind of just defend the brig, pretty much like a classic Horde mode. So I kind of get what they were going for, but I can see why how people are gonna prefer the old classic Horde mode. So what if our coalition? I kind of want to look into maybe if not at launch, maybe down the line, like where they have like a classic Horde mode to kind of satisfy both crowds, so everybody's happy. But I guess we'll see down the line. Like even if they don't, I like this new Horde mode. I had a pretty good fun with it. Now let's talk about performance of this section, because I've actually noticed like when things got really intense, I did notice some frame dropping. So obviously it's a beta, so there's still some optimization that still needs to be sorted out. But I mean, for the most part, pretty solid across the board. You guys know my rig. Like, I've talked about it extensively on this channel. So, I mean, I said it's pretty darn solid. 1440p, 60 FPS across the board. Like native resolution, the whole nine. You guys know the drill. So, do I see myself playing Gears of War EA multiplayer? Yes, I do. I can see myself playing this on and off, like absolutely, because this is pretty damn fun and it's awesome. They kind of made a key point, like where you could earn everything just by playing the game, or as a video game should be. None of this stupid microtransaction bullshit that we've seen that has plagued this industry for so freaking long because of greed. So it's pretty nice to see a nice change of pace from it. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what the future holds for Gears of War multiplayer. Whether they keep to this direction, and if they do, yeah, I'd say this game is looking like it's gonna be a banger for Gears of War fans after so long. And it's been 7 years since Gears of War 5 came out, so it's been a long time. So since mainline Gears game has come out, and I know people weren't that high on the storyline they were going for. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best compared to the original trilogy, but that's a whole different topic for a different video. So I can't wait. I cannot wait for October 6th to get here because this is one of my most anticipated games of the year. So I'm all in. I'm all in, baby. So bring it on, October. Just bring it freaking on. Especially if that campaign is looking as good as it does, man. If they nail everything as they're seemingly going to, yeah, like Gears of War is fucking back, and I can't wait. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on this one. What do you guys think of the Gears of War beta if you played it? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button and consider hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.